How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Someone just bought a lot of Bitcoin, and you can see it. The price is going up. We also have news of some big outflows. We also have to talk about some news with Elon Musk and Donald Trump talking about cryptocurrency and some other massive economic events that have already started in the last 24 hours and one that happens tomorrow morning that we should be paying attention to. If you don't mind, hit subscribe. Turn the bell notification so you can see future videos just like this. There's also going to be a link to Margex underneath the video where you can trade cryptocurrencies. I put on some trades when we're at the bottom of this range. They're turning out to be very green, up over 100%. So if you do want to trade crypto, you can check out the link underneath the video, as I said. Now, I will say too, we do have a big airdrop coming for Margex. They were just telling me about this. They're going to airdrop $5 million through different, up to $5 million, I should say, to different traders. So if you do want to set this up, it starts in about 2 days. So get your account set up, get ready. It's going to be a massive meme coin airdrop, and it sounds like you might be able to convert it to other things too, even if you don't like meme coins. So the market is moving up today. Bitcoin's moving up, and at the same time, last time I looked, the traditional markets were red. Let me just pull that up again. Yeah, the NASDAQ down 0.5% right now, with some stocks crashing 20% like Salesforce. And Bitcoin's up. Bitcoin's up. Okay, so why is that? Well, we just saw $700 million worth of Bitcoin has been taken off Kraken in the last 15 minutes. Someone is buying a lot of Bitcoin, right? Why would you take off your crypto unless it's new crypto to you? There's probably not many people that will keep $700 million worth of Bitcoin on an exchange. Whoever this was probably just bought a crap load of Bitcoin and is now withdrawing. We also know ETFs are buying. We've actually had 12 days of positive inflows. Yesterday I made a video and I couldn't quite show you IBIT or FBTC yet, but yesterday we did have an outflow from GBTC. And we had pretty decent inflows for IBIT, 25 million, and FBTC, 18 million. So overall, we had a $30 million inflow day. Significant. That's a significant amount of Bitcoin. That's about the entire new issuance of Bitcoin yesterday. This is something I found really interesting too. We'll move on from this in a second. But the quantity of Bitcoin needed to retire, I've never seen it on a chart like this, but it just shows over time, okay, if you're using the 4% rule, you need less and less Bitcoin. And this is like a anti-log curve. Maybe it's a log curve, but in reverse. But you can see like back in 2012, you needed, 400,000? Somewhere around 400, 500,000 Bitcoin to retire. Then in 2016, you needed somewhere around 8,000. Then in 2020, you needed somewhere around a couple hundred. Now you need 52? Okay, I should have been looking at these the whole time. You needed 52 Bitcoin to retire in 2024. Based on these metrics, you might need something like 12. This is based on the average median family income. It's a really interesting chart. If you want to go follow me on Twitter, I have links to my Twitter underneath the video. I have liked this recently, so you can go take a look. Maybe by 2036, we'll all be retiring with a couple Bitcoin in our stack. Now, Andrew, AP Abacus, has been giving a lot of alpha, I think, on crypto over the bear market and the start to this bull market. And talk about what's happening behind the scenes. He says, update. Capital allocation conversations continue to evolve around Bitcoin. Institutions are no longer coming, they're here. They're buying significant amounts, billions of dollars over the last couple months of Bitcoin. At least 3 sovereign wealth funds are exploring multi-billion-dollar allocations this year, which means it sounds like they haven't done this yet, but they're exploring it. Now, who could this be? There are a lot of different entities out there, maybe Dubai or some kind of sovereign wealth fund over there. They're very pro-Bitcoin. Maybe it's one of the Norwegian countries, or Norway. Just Norway. Maybe it's one of the countries up there because they've been pretty pro-crypto as well. Not sure. Maybe the US? I don't know. But apparently 3 sovereign wealth funds are now exploring multi-billion dollars. He also says the infrastructure for the above is price fragile. It's not easy to manage a $3 to $5 billion bid. That's what he explains later. Okay, so it sounds like they want in, but they want in at a good price. I'm not exactly sure because I think from a sovereign wealth fund perspective, yes, they want to make money. From a, strategic defense perspective, countries don't care as much. They just want some allocation just in case. So it will be interesting. And then he said ICD, which is the Investment Corporation of Dubai, maybe it sounds like they want in on Bitcoin as well. Obviously, Dubai's very pro-crypto. This also broke. Elon Musk and Donald Trump are discussing crypto policy as Trump highlights Bitcoin and other digital assets as a way to reach new voters, according to Bloomberg. Now, Elon Musk denied this, stating, "Pretty sure I've never discussed crypto with Trump, although I am generally in favor of things that shift power from governments to the people, which crypto can do." Okay, so they do hold a decent amount of Bitcoin. Tesla holds a decent amount of Bitcoin. We're talking hundreds of millions of dollars. We also know SpaceX holds Bitcoin. We know Elon holds Bitcoin as well. Now, who knows how much? We don't know, but Tesla in general also is holding $27 billion in cash. So maybe they buy a little bit more Bitcoin at some point as well. But yeah, he's not talking to Trump about this right now. We did get some economic numbers too. We should probably go through. US GDP for Q1 rises 1.3%. The estimate was 1.6%. The previous was 3.4%. This is the lowest since Q2 of 2022. Okay, so GDP coming in a little bit lower than expected. Maybe that's what's causing the market to fall down, the traditional markets, a little bit here today. Yesterday, the Treasury bailout began around 1:40 p.m., which means we're flushing more liquidity into the system. I saw some people, I think it was the Fed, someone that was speaking for the Fed was talking about how bad commercial real estate looks. Maybe they're going to bail out commercial real estate next to, which would be absolutely insane. Like the amount of money that they'd have to pump in would be nuts. And yeah, there's going to be more liquidity coming into the system. If you don't think that's going to happen over the next, handful of years and decades, you're crazy. So that really underscores why you want some more Bitcoin too. Okay, personal consumption expenditures also coming in tomorrow, PCE May 31st. So be on the lookout for that. Inflation always seems to shift markets. Now, keep in mind, Bitcoin's price moving up today. People were worried yesterday. People were bored the day before that. Keep in mind, you have to keep this long-term view. We have a scarce asset, the only truly scarce asset in the world. And what's happening day after day? We're making more of everything else. We're making more oil. We're finding more gold. We're making more fiat. We're building more buildings and building more houses, right? Everything else we can find more of. We can make more of. Bitcoin, it's finite, right? It's only going to have 21 million coins. And we see more and more nations and financial institutions adopting it, which means if you just look at the amount of Bitcoin that can be bought right now, you divide it up by everyone that can get access to it. Okay? We have less today available to us than we did last week, and we have we had more available the month before that and the year before that because more and more people are getting onboarded where they can start buying Bitcoin. We also have more people being born all the time, right? The global population is trending up. Even if it's slowing down, it's still trending up. We also have large entities that are swallowing up way more Bitcoin than they should be able to get if we're just going to split it up evenly. So if you want your hands on some Bitcoin, now is probably a decent time to do it if you're thinking long term. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. If you do want to trade crypto, if you want to try to get your hands on more crypto by using leverage, there is that link to Margex underneath the video. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will see you in the next one.